Okay, we are going to talk today about two simple steps, that can convert your podcast audience into newsletter subscribers. That's incredibly important to do that because you really want to have the opportunity to continue the conversation with the people that are consuming your podcast content. So the two steps are number one, a very effective call to action, clear, concise, connected to your content. And the second is to offer a resource that's of value to your listening, viewing audience so that they would want to continue that conversation with you. So I'm going to give you an example of one that we use for Produce Your Podcast. And that is, for example, if you want more information on calls to action that convert, then text CTA to 66866. So, what that does is, ideally, you've piqued interest. Yes, I want to know more about effective calls to action. Maybe you've been listening to an entire podcast episode about how to build your newsletter subscriber base. And the big selling point on that was effective calls to action. So, as the wrap up, instead of saying sign up for my newsletter, I say to you, I have this great PDF guide that teaches you how to create CTAs that convert. Do you want that? Yay, yes. Then text CTA to 66866. So it's very specific. It's very valuable if that's something that's interesting you and you want to continue that conversation. And then the second step is to make sure that you have that resource in place so that when people do text that opt-in, that it's very easy and simple for them to access that downloadable PDF. We recommend no more than 2 to 3 pages max, something that really provides them exactly what you've promised to deliver to them. And then the other side of that is to also make sure that you have a follow-up email sequence so that you can continue that conversation with your potential listener. So they've opted in through text, which is really easy when you're listening to podcasts on mobile, and they've downloaded the CTAs that convert. And then they're going to continue to get more email sequences that say, hey, have you tried one of the calls to action? Did you see any differences? Maybe a second email is a case study of clients that have used specific calls to action and how they grew their list. So the idea then is once they are in your newsletter database, that you can continue to provide value to them, build that trust and relationship through those emails. And then ultimately, now you've gone from podcast listener to email subscriber to then creating an opportunity for them to become a customer or a client, which is the ultimate listener journey, benefit for them, benefit for you.